Hello and welcome to another episode of Diablo IV. Today we are concluding Season 8, the Season of Belial's Return. Next episode will of course be the story compilation from the season's journey, but this is the final one where I will be fighting the different endgame bosses as well as showing some of the endgame mechanics, and then finally discussing the season at the end of the episode. So let's cut to the Duriel fight. Alright, so I have now gathered enough materials to fight both Duriel and Andariel while being able to open their chests, lost the Shards of Agony, and quite a few Pincushion dolls. I actually haven't been doing any bosses. I got some from the Apparition incursions and from the world bosses, so that's a pretty good way of getting things. Also, I have almost leveled up all of these boss powers to 20. I hope that I'll get enough Spectral Ash just from this boss, which allow me to complete not only Unbound Power, but also Tormented Royalty, thereby getting me to Champion. Oh, Duriel comes up at the start, really? I thought that he spawned his little dudes first. I am kind of surprised. Alright. So they do have these little invulnerability. There we go. So we got these guys. We need to kill these as soon as possible. Seems like I killed both of them. So that's nice. Ooh, I haven't seen this before. So they have actually changed the boss. Okay, this is not easy, but it's not too bad either. Another invulnerability phase. We got 3 of these now. I think the longer this drags out, the worse it's going to be for me, so I need to kill these as soon as possible. He does a lot of damage when he... And that's 1. Right, that's 2 and 3. Let's actually try to kill him now. Okay, so they reworked this quite a bit. I like it, honestly. It's not bad. I do think that you're not able to one-shot anymore or something along those lines. And that could be very frustrating because if you do basically infinite damage, you should be able to skip stages and kill them. Not too bad. This was the first, I'd say, appropriately difficult boss for me. Probably less due to my skill and more due to that I have really good equipment, so I'm kind of propped up by doing that. Still, pretty happy with that result. Do we have enough boss power? We do. So, with that done, we have officially completed Unbound Power, which should get me 1 more of those. And we're gonna boost this up to max 80%. Let's see if we can get that after fighting Andariel. I'm a little bit worried when it comes to Andariel. I'm gonna be completely honest. One thing I did want to show real quick as well is Merle's Bag of Obols. So some of the goblins no longer just drop random stuff. They're like obol goblins or gold goblins. So contains a large collection of murmuring obols. Uses cash to receive your rewards. This mass of odd coins are coated in Merle's saliva. Did he have to taste each one? It gives you, you know, quite a few murmuring obols. I think that was probably like 400 or so. Now let's fight Andariel. I am a little bit worried. I hate this boss, to be honest. I think it's the most annoying and difficult boss. The not only like the insta-death stuff is never fun. It's never fun at all, in my opinion. Oh, I just realized I didn't use all my elixirs. We're gonna hope that this tips us over the edge and means that we're good to go when it comes to fighting Andariel. Yeah, no, insta-death by hitting one thing is really annoying, in my opinion. Gonna wait a few seconds. There she is. Yeah, alright. Alright, kill these quick. Like this one isn't too bad. It's the balls of death, which I hate. The suicide ghosts are also pretty annoying. Alright. We can take our time here, I think. Okay, they just keep coming more and more. Alright. See, there's a lot of things happening right now, and I'm kind of bad at this game, so... Oops. Okay, we've done lots of damage now. So there should be another infinity phase. Okay, maybe they don't insta-kill you anymore. Maybe they changed that. So much happening. Need to kill this. There's Andariel. Oh, come on. There was another stage, whether you liked it or not. Oh, that sucks. Alright, well. I will try this again. We were pretty close. Hopefully I get it the second time. If not, I'll make a cut right here to the successful attempt. Already doing worse than I did in the previous attempt, I think. I hate the, oh, you've done enough damage, now you have to do this thing. Just gonna try to do this as quickly as possible. Alright, another, like, invulnerability phase. I don't like this boss at all. Kinda sucks. Ah, alright. Insta-killed. Alright, third time's the charm, right? Lots and lots of DPS.
At least I can put my skills to use.
That there's suppression at the same time is very frustrating. Right, that's one down. There we go. Alright. That's one down. That was dumb of me. I should not. Oh. Alright. Do I have the teleportation thing? I do. That was kind of dumb of me. Well. Oh, we actually got it. Okay, third time's the charm. Fantastic. Very nice. Now, we have an 80% chance of getting Belial. Are we going to get it? No, we are not. Alright, well that is a bit of annoying. But that gives us another Cenobson objective complete. Now I am all the way at the second to last. I think in this one, we have to... I'll probably do Duriel, or what's his name? Urivar, Lord of You know what? Let's just do Urivar now. And then hopefully we get Belial. And if we can do that, I'll do Belial as well. This will be a little bit of a longer episode, but that means I get to do all the bosses. There is, of course, the final boss, which is Mephisto. I'm not really sure how you get to him. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of equipment and stuff. So last time I did this one, I actually got to fight Belial. Did we kill him? One shot? Okay, so he does not have like invincibility phases. Let's see if I can get Belial. Nope, I did not. So that is too bad, but I might have enough stuff for... Yes, I have enough for the Harbinger's Den. I do not know if Belial can come after that, but we'll try it. Just to see. So this is the first time I'm fighting this boss. Alright, here we are at the Harbinger's Den. We're about to summon Mephisto, or I guess Mephisto's kind of apparition. But real quick, I just want to read the texts for all the different bosses. So, Harbinger's Den. Be drawn towards a dark den from which there is no return. For Duriel, it's fetid air billows from a ravine in the desert. For Andariel, it is you hear a faint sound, the hiss of chains on stone. For Urivar, the breeze bends the grass and whispers your death to you. For the Glacial Fissure, it's an ancient cavern reopened by the shifting ice. I like it more when there's kind of a cool little dialogue that isn't like, oh, this is a cave. Bats swarmed this place, murmurating in the time with the wind. Alright, see, like that one's kind of like, eh. This one is cooler. Then we have... This light only draws darker shadows. See, I prefer that kind of stuff. Was that everyone? We did that. I guess the... Iker weeps from a hole in the earth. Like, see, it's kind of boring. Like, okay, Iker weeps from a hole in the earth. Whatever. So, yeah. Let's summon him. I believe he and Belial are kind of like the two new, like, endgame bosses. Ooh, look at all of this. Oh, this is really cool. There we have him. The tormented echo of the Harbinger of Hatred. Not going great for me, but not going terrible either. I feel like doing this on World Tier 1 would be trivializing it. Doing it on Tier 2 would... Oh no, these are very dangerous. Oh, look at that. There's, oh, what's his face? These make us... Oh, okay. Do I have to... I only have a certain amount of these. Oh, and that kills us. Alright, so we insta-die if we touch him. Let's try this one more time. It's kind of cool. It's a bit different from the... what do you call it? The campaign. Okay, you can't even destroy these even if you wanted to. Here we go. We need to be careful. Ignore these. There, we got these. Let's try to be quicker this time. Oh, we just die so quick. Alright, I have upgraded my equipment just a little bit. just masterworking it a little. Hopefully that is enough of a difference for me to be able to, well, win. Alright. We need to just survive for long enough. Alright. Come on. Hopefully that's enough. There we go. Okay, maybe I should have waited a bit. Let's wait for it. Alright. Get a shield. He is free. This makes me nervous. Oh, I'm not using them properly. That's not good at all. Give me more of these balls, please. Or maybe I'm just supposed to destroy those two. Alright, more of the balls, please. Oh, that's not good.
Not much gets past me.
Yeah, this is not good. I need more balls than just two, please. Okay, good. Hopefully that's enough. Ooh, this is gonna be close. Oh, there we go. All right, fantastic. Now the question is, do we actually get Belial at the end of this?
They were nothing.
Yes, we do.
Truly think all of this
Oh, that's
is
perfect.
that easy?
There we have him. Now he's pretty weak, if memory serves.
You think
Yeah,
you've won?
like this is nothing.
This is just the beginning.
Yeah. He gives lots of items, he gives lots of legendaries. And you know what? This is going to be a long episode because we're going to straight up go and fight Belial now. I do think we might have completed one of the objectives. Okay, so these have to do with the Infernal Hordes. Yeah, defeat Belial, the Lord of Lies, summon in the Palace of the Deceiver. And then it's a bunch of like crafting stuff and some Helltide stuff that I'll do on my own time. Real quick though. Grab these. I guess we'll do that. Great. Okay, it's time. Belial, Lord of Lies. A cacophony of faceless voices tear at your mind while beckoning you deeper. Very cool. Here we go. So he was very easy to defeat on Tormentor 1. Tormentor 2 has been a challenge. Like, both for Duriel and Andariel, but also... Yeah, we're doing damage, but we're not just absolutely nuking him down.
Seeing is deceiving.
Alright. We need to be... Ooh, not there, though. Alright. And... Oh, we killed him? That's one of those things where I'll crit and I'll do an insane amount of damage, but then... Alright. I do not know what this is. Alright, cool, I guess. I'll crit, and I'll do absolutely insane amounts of damage, but then I'm not really sure, you know, when that happens or what triggers it, so I kind of need to learn. I'm just going to real quick look at the loot table, but I'll be right back to choose, because we get to pick which ones we do, so. Probably these are the best, but we'll see. Alright, so I believe Urivar is the best for me, so we're going to try it. And unfortunately, I do not see a mythic, so no dice there, but I was able to show off all the different bosses, and I'm very happy with that. I did die a few times, and that kind of shows that this level of Torment is relatively appropriate to me. Getting up to Torment Tier 3 is kind of the requirement for the remainder of the season. Alright, so that was all the bosses defeated, and at this point I have more than enough Unveiler's Oath to get the final Resplendent Cash reward. Now, I will say that getting Mythics is really, really difficult. I think I've done 8 or 9 other Belial boss runs, and I didn't get a single one. And I've also done dozens and dozens of other boss fights. Maybe I'll cut to a speed through compilation of me joining a party and just grinding bosses. We'll see if I get one. Of course, now that I recorded, I bet I'm going to get one real quick. Or at least I hope so. But currently, I have been very unlucky when it comes to Mythics. So now, officially, I have 2 Resplendent Sparks. Which means that I could theoretically craft one if we go to the Jeweler. So I'll make a cut real quick. Alright, so one of the aspects of this season is the abysmal drop rate for Mythics. I have done a lot of boss runs, probably 8 or 9 Belial boss runs, and dozens of others. Sometimes, like, I've done 30 or 40 Beasts in the Ice boss runs. I haven't dropped a single Mythic. I now have my 2 Resplendent Sparks, but the problem is you need a lot of runes to get those, and I don't have enough, even though I've been running the game. However, every single Resplendent Cache does give, aside from a bunch of boss materials, also a Resplendent Spark, and you can randomize it. Now, I have a bunch of Sigil Dust. However, I've already upgraded my boss power, so one thing you can do is you can create alt characters, and you can buy a lot of these Oath Scrolls, which I believe are consumables right here. Now, I believe each Oath Scroll will only give maybe, say, 300, but like a full inventory or 2 will be enough to get up to Resplendent Cache. So I'll try that with an alt right now. Alright, here I have my alt character. I just started one, and I need to get these Resplendent Caches. Now, each one of these scrolls, as I just showed, costs 250. Oath Scroll awards a small amount of Unveiler's Oath reputation. Shatter the Deceiver's illusions to reveal the truth once more. Popping one of these gives 6,000, which sounds like quite a bit, and it gets you all the way up to tier 3. But if I just pop, let's say, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 60,000. I'm only to tier 10, which is halfway there, or 9, which is halfway there. But if I pop the rest of these, I believe that I have the bonus as well, so I get 20% more, by the way. So I guess the original would be 5,000. Let's see here. Let's just pop the rest. A full inventory, and it hasn't even gotten me up to, you know, it hasn't given me up to full. Now, if I leveled up this character to level 60, I would instantly get all the Paragon levels. I'd be able to start doing boss runs. That would get me the rest of the way there, as well as Sigil Powder, so it's not that bad. But leveling an alt takes, you know, 3 or 4 hours just as it is, so not exactly the most optimal way of doing it. So we did actually get some more Spectral Ash right here. Now, this does give a lot of boss materials, so it's actually quite valuable in that regard. So I'm not going to completely knock it for what it is. I mean, it's a good way of farming stuff, equipment, ancestral, like gear, all that good stuff. So it is actually pretty powerful, but you know, it's an option. It's a good option to have. I do wish that it would give a little bit more. It feels kind of ridiculous filling up a whole inventory with these scrolls, and then you're still not able to get the final Resplendent Spark. But basically, what, maybe 1.5 of those should be enough. I still don't think I'll get enough with this, so I will probably need another row at least. Maybe I got one more tier, but not the next two. So probably 2 more rows of these scrolls, and I'll be able to get to the next, the final tier and get another Resplendent Spark. So being able to randomly get these mythics is going to take a lot of time as well. Now, I've mentioned before that it's really hard to get mythics, but I figured I'd kind of prove it. So, I have quite a few boss materials. I mean, it takes 12 per run, but this is enough for essentially, what, 20 Varshan runs. I have enough for maybe 15 Uravar runs, only like 5 or 6 Grigore runs, 3 or so Beast in the Ice, another... These only require 3, so I have 11 Mephisto runs, and about 11 Andariel runs, and almost, 21 Duriel runs. When it comes to Belial runs, only 5, but I'll get more as I use the others. So I'm going to try to use up all my boss materials, and we'll see if I get a single mythic. I might not get some. I've almost used as many boss materials and have still yet to get one, but maybe this time it will be lucky. Now I'm going to use something very powerful. I'm going to go to social and I'm going to find a party to do the boss runs. So by doing this over and over again, I'll be able to actually get good stuff. So I'll be showing some of that in the background, and let's see if I get any mythics. Wish me luck. Alright, a lot of boss runs later. I have done maybe 5 or 6 Seer runs, maybe 10 or so Vershawn runs, at least 20, well more than that, maybe 30 or 40 Duriel runs, as well as about 30 Belial runs, and a host of others. Like, I've spent 3 hours basically just doing boss runs. For all of that, I have gotten a single Doombringer. That is my glorious mythic that I acquired, and not even like a top tier one, just like a average one that I have masterworked quite a bit. Now, to be fair, I did get a few other things, most specifically these 2 Cowls of the Nameless. So they have 3 greater affixes. It sucks because what I need is a Banished Lord Talisman, or a Scoundrel's Leathers, or a Eyes in the Dark, or a Beastfall Boots. No dice for any of those or any of the other mythics. Really bad luck. Now, what I need to do is I need to somehow acquire the mythic. I want to get the Harlequin's Crest, right? Well, the problem is that Harlequin's Crest, you need, okay, Ton and Lack, no problem. I got 8 Lack, I got 20 Ton, and then, of course, you need to get 6 Eom, which is a legendary rune. I only have a little bit more than 6 legendary runes total. Like, I mean, the chance of me getting it are basically as close to 0 as you could possibly get. But I will try. So, first off, let's craft some runes. Once again, it's all about this stupid randomness, which I hate. So I guess we'll just craft these 2. Let's just start crafting. I am very skeptical that it's going to work out, but we're trying. See, riveting gameplay by Diablo 14. Randomness building on randomness, building on randomness is amazing. Amazing game design.
The stars made
Whoever decided that this should be the rune system should be shot, unironically. So, I have used basically every single one of my runes that I could possibly use, and to show for it, I have a glorious 0 more Eoms. So, not possible. This is one of the most ridiculous ways. Now, doing the bossing stuff also got me an absolute insane amount of Spectral Ash. I can probably get a couple Resplendent Sparks. So I guess I'll be doing that now. But that is also random. So I could get 2 completely random, useless mythics that I will never use.
We go again.
I need... what is it? Ring of the Starless Skies and Harlequin's Crest. So I need 2 of them. And then, of course, a better Doombringer wouldn't hurt either. So I'm not sure exactly how many there exist. Let's say 10. We'll see if any of those will amount to anything. But anyway, I'll make a cut to when I try to get some good mythics, alright? So, making a cut right now. Alright, so I now have all the Resplendent Sparks, all 4 of them. I maybe have enough Spectral Ash to get an additional Resplendent Sparks. I could have 5, but you need 2 for each random roll of the dice. So let's see how this goes. I need, well, both of them. 100 million, 4 Resplendent Sparks. Let's go. That is actually exactly what I needed, the Harlequin's Crest. Now it doesn't, only has one single greater affix, which is a little bit of a shame, and I don't think it's the one I want. I think I want the cooldown reduction. But still, I did actually get one that I wanted. Let's see if I get a ring. And Ring of the Starless Skies. Okay, I got both of the ones I wanted. Neither of them are the top tier versions, but it does, I think, improve my power quite a bit. I actually managed to get both of them. Alright, well, I'll take it. So, one little sweet note to end the Season 8 on. I will, of course, probably play a little bit in the background just to see how it is to play with all of these ancestral mythics, or all these mythics. You know, gotta temper them a little bit, masterwork them, but I'll be doing that, I think, off camera. Maybe you'll see a little bit of it in the background when I talk about this season. We'll see. Okay, one thing real quick that I'm going to do before we end the episode is actually fight Lilith. I forgot to do that. It is the final boss that I haven't defeated. Defeating Lilith will give me Lilith's Wind of Hate, and I've actually never beaten Lilith myself. Now, I do not know how difficult Lilith is as a boss, so I'm playing in World Tier 1. And it's not so much like these phases, because there's like invincibility phases, like I cannot do damage. So it's more about surviving these middle phases that I'm very unsure about. So I do not know if we can tank anything or if we get one shot. I'm not really sure how. Okay, we actually can tank stuff. Alright, cool. Yeah, okay, we're very overpowered. You know, I'll take it. So yeah, these invincibility phases are kind of annoying because before you could one-shot her at this stage, and then you'd still have to do some stuff when it came to future stages. Well, let's see here. Okay, so avoid that. Run back here. Run back here. Alright. Learning a little bit. Run back here. Run back there. Run... Oh, there we go. Alright. And I think we defeated her, and now she goes into her second stage. Part of me wishes I'd play this on World Tier 2, but we're doing it live. This is the original win against her. So here comes the second stage. And a win's a win, so I'm taking it. Okay, how does this work? I think you're supposed to be here, and then you come back here. Not really sure how this works, but... Alright, and then she's gonna cut off another part of the thing. So we stand here for a bit, and then we run over. Yep, alright, sounds good. Final one, I guess. Okay, here.
I have your back, friend.
Yeah. No, I'm very happy that... Okay, she is actually doing a lot of damage now, but... Yeah, the amazing equipment we have is too much for her. And that is Lilith actually defeated. Fair and square for the first time. You actually get a Resplendent Spark. And that officially... Yeah, Final Slayer of the First Mother. Kill the most challenging Echo Lilith solo. Never done that before. I was carried once before, like Season 1, defeating her in a party. That doesn't really count. Alright, so that is something to add to the bucket list. Lilith is defeated. Now, let's cut to the end of this episode. Alright, so I have finally completed the second to last chapter, Champion, which unlocks the cat, the pet, Iris. Cheeky devil. She paws at your door with a sad little meow, so you feed her a bit of meat. Only now she knows you've got it. Caught her in the larder just last week, tucking into my sausages. Lyndon says that. So I guess we are able to equip her. I prefer having the Raven. Yeah, there we go, her. Little evil demon cat. It's a hairless cat as well. Yeah, so if you like cats, you can equip her. Everything else costs money, of course. We'll keep the Dorian, the Raven, because he's cool. And I think that is going to wrap up the series that I've been uploading with the mythics that I now have. Powering them up a bit. I actually am able to do a pretty high level pit. I'll cut into me playing with some other people doing pit tier, I think 75. I mean, pretty impressive. Barely being able to do tier 4, and now I am firmly in tier 4, so, or Torment 4, I guess is the proper title. So yeah, those mythics really, really matter. I mean, it's crazy how much they empower you, which is correct. The drop rate is abysmal. Like, it is too low. I think there should be a challenge, and I can understand that, okay, you know, even if you do 20 or 30 bosses, you shouldn't get one up until a certain point. I mean, Andariel and Duriel should give one at least once every 20 runs, roughly, in my opinion. And I think Belial should give one every 15 or something like that. I think the way it is now, it's way, way too low. Apparently, there is a chance to get them during the Undercity, and I haven't really played the Undercity, so that could be a way of getting them. I was very lucky with my random rolls. And but as a whole, I think that the Diablo series this season is a little bit busted. The seasonal mechanic isn't super fun. It's okay. The progression is okay as well. I'd say that it is definitely better than it was in the earlier seasons, but it's not enough, not fast enough. I think the boss situation now is better. If they keep it like this and actually create something new, like a new endgame mechanic, that would be appreciated. There are quite a few things that you can do, but it's very grindy right now. We'll see what the next season brings. As a whole, I did enjoy playing it, and I didn't put in that many hours. I think maybe 50 hours or so into the season, and I had fun for most of it. But if it weren't for the channel, I don't think I would have played more than like 20. So let's be completely honest. Yeah, that was it for this season. Tomorrow, I think. Or maybe. But yeah, that was it for this season. Next episode will be the season story compilation for Season 8. I'll talk a little bit about that at the end of that one. Not the best season story either. It's kind of the TLDR of this season. Not the best. It's okay. It's up there in terms of Diablo seasons, but that's more because so many of them have been disappointing. We'll see what Season 9 brings. Not super optimistic, but you never know. I'll give it a try anyway. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Bit of a long one, but I do believe I showed most of what the season has to offer, and I hope you enjoyed it. Join us next time where I continue with the season story compilation, and then I will play through the 9th season as well. So that'll come out in a couple weeks, I think. I upload content 5 days a week. Diablo will be returning on Mondays. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.